Welcome to Melbourne Park for the Supercross Spectacular. Two-wheel action coming your way, and it's going to be non-stop. Hey, what a complex this is. Well, tonight, a tight, twisting clay track that's going to test the best, and we have the best riders right around Australia doing the battle for you. There's the Super 8 elimination competition. That's going to be something else, because the last rider around every lap gets eliminated till there's one standing for the prize money. It's all about to happen. They're going to jump for you. They're going to burn for you. They're going to put the power down in the Supercross Spectacular.
Whoa, look at that, the big wave from the crowd. They're going right off here at Melbourne Park. Welcome, race fans, to Supercross Spectacular. I'm Kevin Williams. Tonight, we're starting off with race 15, the semi-final for the 250s. Let's have a look at the lineup. Starting from Geelong on the Suzuki, it is Stephen Andrew. On the Suzuki from Queensland, Andrew McFarlane, Craig Anderson, Castrol KTM, Matt McKenna on bike number 7, Paul Grant on bike number 9, bike number 5 is MC Mart Honda, Mickey Cook, Glenn McDonald on bike 32, and 52 back from the USA, Kim Ashkenazi.
Clean a start they can. Heads down now. Concentration. There they go. A wonderful start here. Everybody got a boomer. Everyone's away nicely, but it's bike number 6 out in front. Stephen Andrews done a terrific job. He just muscled and hustled his way through the pack, and he stays there in front now. 4 is McFarlane. Sits in behind him, so the 2 Suzukis are over the stutters, and everybody's got the stutters now. Oh, bike number 9 offline, and that's going to cost them plenty.
Okay, well, Stephen Andrews from Geelong leading the way from McFarlane. Back behind him to bike 2 is Anderson, Paul Grant. Then we go back to Matt McKenna, Paul Grant. Well, Mick Cook, but Ashkenazi right out the back door. 32, there's Glenn McDonald. But Stephen Andrews from Geelong and Victoria leading the way on the Pratt & Osborne Suzuki.
Yeah, Ashkenazi got really balked there by bike number 9. That was Grant. He had all sorts of trouble. He couldn't deal with up front. What about Stephen Andrew up front? He's done a terrific job. Bike number 6, the Suzuki, gets plenty of air now, and McFarlane chases him, and Anderson chases him, and Anderson's been the biggest jumper of the night. We've seen him in races going. Now he makes a run up on the top of the burn. Can he get the speed? Can't get the air this time. McFarlane and him have been really having a dice right throughout the night. But it's bike number 6, Stephen Andrew, the Victorian, doing a great job, but no, he almost makes a mistake. McFarlane came right up beside him then.
Okay, well, plenty of pressure on Stephen Andrew now. Have a look, it's McFarlane, the 95, 125 and 250 Supercross champion, goes out wide. Behind him, it's bike number 2, Anderson. Mick Cook on bike 5. Then we go back to McKenna. Plenty of action coming your way, but Stephen Andrews it is on bike number 6, up over the triples. Stephen Andrews, oh, have a look at that.
Anderson, what did I tell you about Anderson? He's been sensational over the triple all night long. Now gets up high on the burn, tries to get some run at. McFarlane can't do it. It's still Andrew out in front. He's done a super job. Andrew, they can't get to him yet. The Suzukis are 1 and 2. Then it's a KTM and then it's a Honda. But it's a battle up front. Watch the air now. Anderson doesn't do it this time. He'll try and get a better run up the inside, and nearly doesn't. Nearly doesn't. The idea was right. He still might pull it off.
Okay, well, plenty of action coming your way. Have a look at the field. It's very tight. Oh, Anderson, another try. Not quite finding it. So there we have the field, but at the moment it is Stephen Andrew who's leading the way from bike number 4. Mickey Cook's doing a nice big leap up there. Not sure whether Mickey Cook's in it or is he a lap down.
I think he might be a lap down. Mickey Cook, he's just in there for the nuisance value at the moment. He's trying pretty hard. It's still McFarlane, it's still Anderson. Cook gets up in the centre. Oh, Cook nearly took a both out then, I'll tell you. Last lap they've got it still. Andrew out in front. Stephen Andrews done a great job and does a great job there to make sure that he clinches his spot too. McFarlane's just got to stay there. Cook, I think, might still think he's fighting it, and he could be too. I may be wrong, but Mickey Cook hasn't given up yet. McFarlane now has got Anderson right behind him. Stephen Andrew takes it. Stephen Andrews in, McFarlane's in, and Anderson's in.
Let's have a look at the lineup for race 16, the 250cc second semi-final. On bike number 1, a great favourite, Peter Melton. Bike number 8, local man, Lee Hogan. Bike 16, Cameron Taylor. Bike number 3, Danny Ham. On 20, the KTM, Shane Watts. Bike 13 is Troy Doran. Bike number 50, Glenn Pfeiffer. And bike number 14, rounding them out, Brent Hewitt.
So critical, away they go. And what gets left behind, it's on the outside. It's going to be a Suzuki to lead it up. No, Milton. Milton's done a great job. He really had to go wide, but then he cut across and took the line. So he comes out in front. Cameron Taylor's done a good job in the Suzuki beside him. Under challenge now is Doran. Doran on the other. Kawasaki comes up the inside. Puts the power down. Oh, what about 16? Cameron Taylor up in the air, but Doran will hold him out and Taylor comes back. It's a ding-dong battle going on between the Kawasaki and the Suzuki.
Okay, well, Peter Melton leads the way. Cameron Taylor mixing it up between all the Kawasaki's. Behind Peter Melton and his bike 13, Troy Doran. Lee Hogan comes through now.
So the green machines are doing the big attacking as they come down. Oh, what about Taylor? Taylor in the air. Oh, they almost touch in front of us here. But Hogan gets the run now. Hogan, so it's Kawasaki, Kawasaki, Kawasaki. There's green machines all over the place.
Yes, Peter Melton leads the Kawasaki charge from Team Green Kawasaki. His compatriot rider there is Troy Doran, and the MC Mart Kawasaki mounted Lee Hogan. Suzuki, MSR Suzuki there, Cameron Taylor. Then we go back to Brent Hewitt on 14. Danny Ham, who put it down earlier on, certainly is going to have some work in the last chance.
Doran now making a move. Good run there over the big triples. Comes over the starters. Melton's good over the starters though. But now Doran comes back, gets some power down. Oh, have a look at number 8. What about that? Hey, what about Lee Hogan? He's just made about 30 metres up in the air.
Well, Lee Hogan's had a great start to the Supercross series this year. He's had a couple of wins and certainly will be looking strong for the final as we have a look. Kawasaki 1, 2 and 3.
Well, they don't want to take each other out. They're in the final, and Hogan just has a little balk there. So Doran gets the power down first, gets some traction, and oh, Hogan comes up the inside of him. And as I said, they don't want to take each other out. They're there if they hang on at the moment. That's only letting Milton now go further ahead. He can settle down. He comes underneath bike number 50, who gets out of the way. That's Glenn Pfeiffer. So now, Milton now, Bill's on the lead, doing it nicely. Weight over the bars, comes off the burn, hits the accelerator now, twists the wrist and up he goes. And Bill's on that lead. Still Doran in second place, and Hogan now is getting reeled in some.
Okay, well, Hogan now working very hard on the back of that 13 bike. Last lap all being prepared as we see Peter Reggie Melton lead the way. Team Green Kawasaki, but the real battle royale is between the rider there in second and third, the two Kawasaki's of Troy Doran and Lee Hogan respectively. Cameron Taylor still keeping the pressure on. That's where it is up front. Peter Melton leads the way over the Mobile Honda triples. Then we go back to number 13 of Troy Doran, should I say, and bike number 8, Lee Hogan.
Melton now. Melton comes off the burn. He'll take the check, and he takes a nice line over there. He gets right over the top. Oh, and here comes Hogan up for second place. Gets underneath him, and I think he's going to take it. He does. He gets Doran right on the line. Doran got caught out there. Kawasaki 1, 2 and 3. They go through. Melton took it, but Hogan, right on the last burn, got that bit of power and slipped underneath him. And Doran says, what are you doing? We're all in the same team, you fool.
We'll be back after this break with more Supercross Spectacular action. Okay, new for race fans, it's top 8, 125cc, top 8 eliminator. Let's take a look at the lineup. Bike 19, Paul Timmins. Bike number 3, Craig Carmichael. On bike number 1, it's Troy Carroll. 171, Shannon Johnson. Bike number 5, Ben Jones. 26, Lee Masters. 23, Yariv Konski. And on bike 20, it's Jamie Brockman. They run 10 laps, 2 laps down, then the last man drops off. Okay, let's go to the race now.
Shannon Johnson, he has not been beaten all night off the line in the yellow and red colours. On bike 171, here we go. Just about to go, he dumps a clutch. I think he's going to get beat this time, though. He tries to round him up on the outside. It's bike number 19, Timmins. Oh, Timmins has showed the way through there. Carmichael is right behind him. And have a look who's there too. Bike number 5, Benny Jones. They get, oh, Jones has been tangled up. He's in all sorts of strife.
Okay, well, it's Timo who's leading the way. Paul Timmins from Craig Carmichael. Johnson up there pretty strong. Number 1's up there. That's Troy Carroll. Big leap from Troy Carroll. 2 laps to settle down. Oh, a little bit untidy there on the Yamaha from Carmichael, but it's 19 Timmins who leads them through.
Timmins, terrific job so far. Shannon Johnson didn't make a bad start, but he's been caught up with the pack. And have a look at Troy Carroll on one. He's really starting to make up the ground right. There's now the second lap as the leaders flash past us. So as they come round for the third time, you don't want to be in last position. Who's there now? It's bike number 20, which is Jamie Brockman. So he wants to make a move. He tries it hard. Doesn't make any move on 23, though, so he gets held up. Konski is in front of him. Still out in front, though, it's Timmins, and Timmins is doing a great job. Here comes Carmichael, and here comes Carroll. 1, 2, and 3.
Okay, well, that's the way they come. The first man coming around to drop out will be bike 20. Goodbye to Jamie Brockman. Throws it up for the crowd. Your race leader still Paul Timmins, coming under a lot of pressure from Carmichael. Troy Carroll right in there amongst it. Then we go back to Johnson.
Carroll on the inside with a great move there. Carroll up in the second place. Carmichael needs to get the power down. He can't. He only just makes the top of the hill there. So now it's still Timmins, and he's got Carroll all over the back of him. Carroll in the air now. They're starting to rub shoulders, these two. Look at Carroll as he blasts his way down. 23 being Black Flag. He's got Konski. Konski's out of it too. So the battle up front. It's still Carroll, and look at Timmins showing him some air.
Okay, it's big time Honda racing at the moment as we see 19, the Rick Andrews Honda. Paul Timmins from Team MC Mart Honda. Number 1 there, Troy Carroll. Then we go back to number 3. Oh, well, there goes bike number 26. He's out now.
Lee Masters put it down, and he was helped a bit there too. He wasn't too happy. 2 hands up in the air, so Masters is out there. Yellow flag says we've got a problem. He gets out of the way. It's still Timmins. It's still Timmins from Troy Carroll. Carroll makes some time in the air. Carmichael keeps them both honest in third place. Well, oh, and bike number 5 is Benny Jones. He was trackside on his backside, no doubt about that. He come off all right, so we're starting to get him down now. Yellow flags are going everywhere. And look at Troy Carroll and look at Timmins. They're rubbing wheels and mudguards and shoulders, and Carroll gets offline. Came down very, very hard, and Carmichael tries to get up in front of him.
Okay, well, we're down to 3 riders. It is, oh, big tangle there from the Yamaha and the Honda machines. Carmichael tries to get over the stutters. Didn't quite get around the Yamaha machine. Oh, nice lead from Carmichael. Jumps right in. Whoa! Hip and shoulder there.
This is what it's about. Troy Carroll.
Goes Troy Carroll.
Troy Carroll now, he's gone. So Carmichael was up in the air. They rubbed some shoulders. Carroll paid the price there. Oh, Carmichael comes down, and there was the square up. No doubt about that, I'll tell you. That was the square up, and that'll have something to be said later on between Troy Carroll. Well, I can't believe that. He just got a bit of a helper nudge there. No doubt about that. But Timmins has been sensational. Paul Timmins comes around now. He's the last man standing, and what a fantastic result from Paul Timmins. We said early in the night that he loved this place. He really owned the track earlier on. Comes over, takes the jacket, takes the 8 limiter. Oh, and he came off. He came off as he came over the jump. Puts the hands up, and what about that? What about Timmins? He only had to get to the end, and that's what he did.
Okay, next up, it's top 8 250 Eliminator. Taking a look at the lineup, number 4, Andrew McFarlane. Bike number 2 is Craig Anderson. Peter Melton on bike number 1. Bike number 3, Danny Ham. 16 is Cameron Taylor. Bike number 9, Paul Grant. Lee Hogan on bike 8. And 52, Kim Ashkenazi.
To the number 52, and he's been pretty impressive tonight as he learns his way around. Away they go. Look at Melton. Melton up the inside, should get the run. No, he doesn't. Gets chopped out. Suzuki rider down. Oh, and a bit of a bash crash to take command, but number 4, it's Andrew McFarlane. McFarlane gets the jump now. Two makes a move. That's Craig Anderson. Anderson up the inside, and now Melton's got a long way to go around the outside.
Okay, well, up over the tabletop, McFarlane. Anderson, number 1, Peter Melton. Big jump from Danny Ham. Bike number 16 there is Cameron Taylor. Bike 8 is Lee Hogan at the back of the pack. 52, a long way back, Kim Ashkenazi.
And a big leap there from Lee Hogan. He said, if I can make some ground up, here it is. Oh, what about number 2? Craig Anderson right off the top. There on the bird, comes off, and now he does some chasing to McFarlane. McFarlane knows he's there too, and he's okay up the front of the pitch at the moment. McFarlane goes high, Anderson goes high, and Melton doing the best he can. Oh, they're getting some air on the back. They don't want to be last this time round.
Certainly not, and Kim Ashkenazi is looking at the ball. Oh, big weight!
Oh, what about that?
Have a look at that.
Craig Anderson, he just got major air, let me tell you. Look at the ground he made up. Well, all happening up in front, and I tell you now, Craig Anderson, he has done the best jumps tonight we've seen. Here he goes again as he winds himself up, and look at the ground he makes up now. Comes off the top of the bird at McFarlane. Oh boy, they're side by side as they go into it now. Melton doing the best he can to stay in touch. Who's last man round? It's going to be Ashkenazi. He's out. You can't believe that.
Okay, well, two of them actually out that time. Danny Ham goes out, so does Kim Ashkenazi. So Danny Ham, well, a few of the riders here, the boys are losing it. Ham goes out. He's got the picture organised. Okay, up over the top, number 4. That's McFarlane from Anderson. Back to Peter Melton. Out goes Lee Hogan. The riders falling off now. Cameron Taylor looks set next to drop. A great bunch here as they come into the stutters. It is McFarlane, Anderson and Melton.
Unbelievable battle this is a real dogfight. McFarlane showed earlier. Look at Anderson again. I get behind him, everybody. What about the air he's getting? What about the jumps he's pulling off? But McFarlane, he might lose something in the air, but he certainly makes it up on the ground. And we're starting to lose it pretty quick now. 16's gone as Taylor. So it's still Anderson, McFarlane, Melton, 1, 2 and 3 as they come around now. Bike number 3, Danny Ham in trouble. I don't know what he's still doing out there, actually.
No, it was the 9 bike that went out earlier of McKenna. Okay, we have a look. It's bike number 4 out there at the moment, who is still leading the way. Oh, Danny Ham.
Danny Ham
he saved it. He saved it. Okay, bike 4 leads the way. It is McFarlane from Anderson and Melton. Positions not changing. A big leap coming from the KTM. Woohoo!
And Anderson goes up on the inside, and here he takes it now. Anderson over the top again. And we lose Melton. Number 1 rider's gone for Kawasaki. So now it's on, and have a look at Anderson. He's trailed McFarlane right throughout this event. But right now he's got it all in the air. Here he comes. This is where he's won this race. This is where he's done it. Look at he goes again. Watch him off the top of the burn. It's the power down now. Takes the flag, and black flag goes out for McFarlane. So there you are. Craig Anderson has taken that in spectacular fashion, and he's still doing it.
Okay, that was a huge finish in that one. We'll be back after this break with more Supercross Spectacular action. Okay, next up, race fans, we have the exciting main jump contest. Watch as the guys get mega air. Mick Cook is the first rider coming out, ladies and gentlemen. Team MC Mart Honda. Bike number 5, Mickey Cook. Mickey Cook, woo! Can, thank you very much.
Got some nice height there too. Greg Murphy, of course, the lead driver this year for the Holden Racing team out in front of the commentary box area here. And he's one of the judges, and I tell you, he's been scoring a bit low, so if he gets low this time, crowd, just let him know how you feel. Murph will handle it. Here we come. Power comes up now for Cookie. Whoa! And he's doing it okay.
Team MC Mart Honda, Mickey Cook. Let's see what the score is.
A 3 and a 4. I think that's about a top level one. I don't think they scored any higher than that last time round, that's for sure. So we've had a 3 and a 4. That gives us a 7 there. Here we go. Out he comes, Danny Ham. Look at this.
Okay, Fred Gassett wants to get a bit of a different view. Fred's taking a view from under it. Danny Ham, Fred Gassett. Oh, he's already put it down.
And he's already put it down. The crowd love this. Here he comes, Danny Ham. Winds himself up now. He'll come over the triple. Here goes the power. There he goes. Whoa, what about that one? That wasn't bad.
Danny Ham, ladies and gentlemen, this man takes gravity out of the dictionary. He throws the gauntlet to it. Come on, did you like it?
Give it to him. He sits up on the starter. Now we come around. Here he goes. Winds himself up again. What's this? This is going to be good. We're going to body out here on the line.
Okay, Fred Gassett lays down. Here comes Danny Ham. Woo! A 2-legged can, ladies and gentlemen.
5 and a 5. We've got a 10. A 5 and a 5. Oh, he's done it again. He's going off, Danny Ham. He's done it again, and up on the back wheel. He's having a big time here. Great Carmichael, next one out.
Carmichael, he was the winner in the preliminary jump contest. Fred's laying down here. Not too sure what he's going to do. He's having a look at him. Danny Ham stirring him up. He wants something big. Carmichael. Whoa, nice knack. Plenty of style there. The judge is doing it very hard. 43. Oh!
I mean, what about that? Troy Carroll coming out now. Have a look at this, the country boys. She's got the straw hat on over the helmet. We've got a bit of bales hanging off the bike. Get in behind him. Come on, the slow clapping. Let's give him some country clapping. Whoa, and how about that? And he kept the hat on too. That's not a bad start, I'll tell you, from Troy Carroll on board the Honda. Let's see if he can keep it going. Get behind him, you Honda supporters. Up goes the arm. He waits for a bit of support. He does a little one for you. Here we go. What's the acceleration? Hits it now over the top. That's not a bad one. I'm not sure it's good enough. I'm not sure it's good enough. It's got to be a 10. We've got a 4 and a 5. We've got a 9. One off the best. Whoa! And that wasn't bad either. The country boy, Troy Carroll. Come on, give him a round of applause. They're trying hard for you. Benny Jones, Suzuki bound. Here he goes. Gets it sideways. Spins the wheel around a little bit. Comes off the burn. He's the underdog here. Get serious, Benny. Here we go. Accelerator down. Air time. Oh, not a bad start. He had it all off, but the legs go out. And the Yammy boys are laughing at him. They're saying that's not good enough. Builds it up again. Here we go. Nice and slow. Has a look around. Sets it up off the burn, and here he goes. Hits the power. Kicks it up in the air, and that's a pretty good one, I'll tell you. That's not a bad one. Get behind him, everybody. That's not a bad one. Hey, the hand's gone up. We've got to wait for the scores. Oh, beautiful on the front wheel, all on the brakes. How good are these guys, eh? How good are these guys? We've got a 4 and a 4. We've got an 8. We've got an 8. Danny Ham has won it. Danny Ham has won it 5 points. So Yamaha take it through. Bike number 3, Danny Ham has won it. Well, get behind him. You loved him. You supported him. He's come out and won it. Doesn't mind a wheelie or two.
Race 17, the last chance for the 125 riders. Let's take a look at the grid. 26 is Lee Masters. Bike number 9, Peter Sigliano. 135 is Dean Rickards. Bike number 8, Jai Harvey. 23, Yariv Konski. Bike number 7, Takasui Katsua. 54 is David Hubin. And Mark Willingham on bike 49.
1 and 2 to go through. Last chance to make the final for the 125s. Bike number 9 got out of the gates beautifully as it comes around. Can he hold it? No. Outside, the run was there. Outside for number 26. That was the run, Lee Masters. Masters comes up. The Kawasaki's are starting to assert their authority here tonight. Now the green machines are going very, very well. 9 there. Peter Sigliano is in second place. So it's Kawasaki 1 and 2 and 3 coming through, which is bike number 8, Jai Harvey. It could be Kawasaki 1, 2 and 3. Not quite.
Okay, well, down the back, it's Lee Masters on bike number 26 from bike number 9 there of Peter Sigliano. A real battle royale between bike 135 of Dean Rickards and Jai Harvey. 23, there's Yariv Konski. So the Kawasaki's certainly running strong as we see Lee Masters come up over the tabletop, and behind him, bike number 9 of Peter Sigliano.
Well, a dogfight here as you see 135 in here. That's Dean Rickards, and he's really trying to get Suzuki back up into the right into the field here. The Kawasaki's dominating, but round the outside. Did you see that of Harvey? Harvey rounds him up on the Kawasaki. So the Kawasaki moves up, and we're 1, 2 and 3. The green machines again, and they're in plenty of trouble. 23 got stuck up there. Couldn't get out of it. Oh, no. Came over the top, so we've lost one.
That was 135. Dean Rickards, who was doing so well, allows Takasui Katsua to move up. So the race leader at the moment, race leader, bike number 26, Lee Masters. From bike number 9 there, Peter Sigliano, and bike number 8, Jai Harvey. Kawasaki 1, 2 and 3.
Masters doing a masterful job out in front on the green machine, the Kawasaki. Here's number 2, comes past. And I tell you what, they're almost been unbeatable in these last couple of races. They're rounding everybody up. It's a green night so far. Everybody's looking good on a green bike at the moment. And they're getting plenty of air, and they're riding smart as well.
Okay, well, here comes your race leader for the last lap board, bike number 26, Lee Masters, from bike number 9 of Peter Sigliano, then bike number 8 of Jai Harvey. So Kawasaki 1, 2 and 3, first two through to the main.
Only two to go through though, so only two will go through. 26 will go through. Lee Masters, he's done a terrific job. Comes over now, just has a look. He knows he doesn't have to hurry it. He's there into the final. He got through in the last chance. He comes through. Bike number 9, he'll take second place. Peter Sigliano now on another Kawasaki goes over.
Okay, race 18, let's have a look at the grid. It's the last chance for the 250 riders to make it to the final. Bike number 3 is Danny Ham, bike number 6, Stephen Andrews, Kim Ashkenazi on 52, Matt McKenna, bike 7, bike number 5, Mick Cook, bike number 9, the Yamaha of Paul Grant, 14 is Brent Hewitt, and bike number 20, KTM, Shane Watts.
Now, here they go now as they set themselves out. We'll have to look at Suzuki's going to win the first time round. I think, no, I don't think so. It's going to be a Yamaha. It's the man I talked about, Ham. Ham's come out straight away on bike number 3. Said, you want to take me on the air? Come and catch me if you can. Yamaha goes away up on the inside. Well, the Honda rod, Ashkenazi tries very hard, but gets shut down. Oh, and bike 3, head comes down, he slams the ground, he just clipped the top of the hill.
Okay, well, bad luck for Danny Ham. Clipped the bail, takes the pressure off though. Cameron Taylor now sitting there leading the way in this. Kim Ashkenazi behind him. Then we go back to number 7 there of Matt McKenna. A big field of riders, but that is the Suzuki-mounted, MSR Suzuki-mounted Cameron Taylor from Kim Ashkenazi.
Yeah, well, gee whiz, feel bad luck, don't you? Look, bike number 3, here he comes around now. Just clipped the thing, and that's just how hard you've got to try in a race like this to make the final. He's been spectacular all night, and suddenly you're out of business.
Yes, well, a bit of bad luck there, but all the luck going this time, and some good riding skills to Cameron Taylor on the Suzuki. Kim Ashkenazi there on bike 52. That'll get him through to the main if he can maintain that position on the MC Mart Honda.
Cameron Taylor, you know, has been doing it right throughout the night, hasn't he? He's been consistent. He hasn't been spectacular. He's been good in the air. He gets a lot of power off the turns, and he really has just quietly done the job.
Well, the main thing is you've got to get to the final, and if he continues at the rate he's been running tonight, he should get through to the final. Kim Ashkenazi, a big leap on the MC Mart Honda. Paul Grant there on the Castrol KTM will want to catch up onto these guys, but he's certainly got a lot of work to do. A big leap there from Cameron Taylor, puts it over nicely, but Ashkenazi putting the pressure on.
Yeah, Ashkenazi's keeping him honest. He's just making sure 1 and 2 go through. They're on the last lap now, of course. He doesn't have to do anything. He's made the final. That's all he's got to do. Taylor, though. Taylor's strong over the jumps and strong off the burns. He gets plenty of power on the Suzuki as he puts it down nice and evenly. And he's dropped Ashkenazi off a little bit now. As he comes around, he'll take the checkered flag. Big jump on the back of the field, but too long now. And he gets through there. Cameron Taylor goes through. Ashkenazi is in the final also. But your heart's got to go out to Danny Ham. He had it wrapped up. No doubt about that. He was going great guns and just put it down. That's what can happen.
Okay, race fans, race 19, 125cc final. Let's take a look at the grid. On bike number 1, the Honda, Troy Carroll. From bike number 3, Craig Carmichael. On the Suzuki, bike number 5, Ben Jones. 26 is Lee Masters. Bike number 20, Jamie Brockman. Then we have a look. Bike number 19 is Paul Timmins. On 171, Shannon Johnson. And bike number 9, Peter Sigliano.
It's almost ready for a start. Here we go. Johnson gets lost this time. Johnson swamped back in the middle of him. He'll come out in the hurly-burly. It looks like it's going to be a Yamaha. Certainly going to be a Yamaha and a Honda. Side by side now. And have a look at Troy Carroll. He says, come and catch me if you can now. He's muscled and hustled his way through. Number 3 running second is Carmichael. Carmichael is second, but it's Carroll. Carroll on the red Honda now. Opens it up, gets plenty of air. Past the commentary box, and what a start.
Okay, well, Troy Carroll mounted on the Honda. Behind him, it's the Yamaha machine. Bike number 3, Craig Carmichael, Ben Jones, Lee Masters, and Paul Timmins. So a pretty good mix of the Japanese bikes.
15 laps this one they go, 15 big laps, and it's a Honda, it's a Yamaha, it's a Suzuki, and then it's a Kawasaki. That's how they're running at the moment. But Troy Carroll has done a great job. First up early in the race. He's got to keep it together. He knows Carmichael will come at him. Carmichael will get plenty of air. No doubt about that. And Ben Jones has been spectacular for most of the night. That's how they run.
Okay, well, coming round up over the tabletop now, your race leader, Troy Carroll from Craig Carmichael, Ben Jones, Paul Timmins.
I've got to say I'm surprised Paul Timmins is so far back. Paul Timmins got held up in the pack, but he just can't make inroads at the moment on 19. There he is with a big leap now as he tries to get up into contention with Lee Masters.
Okay, well, keep an eye on Timo, but the action up front comes from bike number 1, Team MC Mart Honda, Troy Carroll. Behind him, bike number 3, the Craig Dack Yamaha Racing Machine of Craig Carmichael. Team Suzuki's Ben Jones. Then we go back to Masters. Great action from the 125.
Carroll's just let it all hang out now in the final. Troy Carroll on the Honda has done some terrific stuff. Just see the jump over the big triple limb. Comes up over the top. Here he comes down. Crashes down still. Carmichael doing everything he can. Takes a different line there. Picks up a little bit of ground too. But have a look at Carroll in the air. He's got the Honda flying.
Okay, well, certainly the MC Mart Honda running well. But the Yamaha of Carmichael still in there at the moment. In second place, Ben Jones back there in fourth. We've got Timo's gone down.
Timmins down. He's lost it now. Timmins out of business. Well, he was the hottest kid all night long, and he's failed in the final.
Yes, well, he's let it go. But interesting now, Darryl, we're catching up to the lap riders as we see Troy Carroll come into a gaggle of riders.
And traffic could play a big part in this, don't worry about that. Troy Carroll now, he's got to pick his way through. No beg your pardons in this sport. He'll come up behind Timmins and there'll be no beg your pardons. I mean, if they can see him coming, they'll give him there. He has a look. See, Timmins has a look back. Says, right, you're the lead. He goes wide, gives him a run. That's very good riding from Timmins.
Yeah, great sportsmanship there from Timmins on the 19 Honda machine. He knows they're back there, but still he's got to run the race. Here comes your race leader, Troy Carroll, bike number 1. Second place is bike number 3. That is Craig Carmichael. Oh, a little bit of a mishap there by Troy Carroll, but he picks it up. Then we go back to Ben Jones.
Well, Carroll's just got to ride smart now. He's got a good lead. There's a long way to go yet, though. And all he can do is just hold station. He knows exactly where Carmichael is. He gets plenty of time to have a look. Carmichael's got these bikes in front of him. He's got to contend with that. He's got Timmins and Johnson to get past. He goes past Timmins now, but Timmins holds the line. That's all he can do. Now McFarlane gets past him. He's still got Johnson in front of him, though. Johnson gets some big air.
Okay, well, Carroll it is who's doing it with all the style at the moment. The Thor-mounted Troy Carroll leads the way. Now Carmichael's come back up, got rid of that traffic. Then we go back behind him to Ben Jones in third place.
You've got to understand how fit these riders are. They're incredibly physically fit. They've got to be to manhandle on such a short track. You're working every part of your body, your arms, your legs, everything starts to burn at about this stage in a race.
Yeah, it certainly does. Motocross is the world's most demanding sport, and Supercross certainly are right up there with it. There we see your race leader, Troy Carroll, doing a great job. Then we go back behind him to bike number 3 on the Yamaha of Carmichael.
Carmichael's starting to close up now. Maybe fitness will play a part on this because Troy Carroll, he's just gone over the stutters there. Here's Carmichael. He's made some big inroads, Carmichael now. He's picked him up pretty well. He got a good run once he got through the traffic. But now, Troy Carroll can get held up here, and this can help Carmichael. He's got traffic now, Carroll. He gets up high. He's going to get him on the hairpin. Now he gets through okay. Carmichael can see him now, though.
Yeah, some great sportsmanship as these other riders let the racing pack go through. Oh!
A little stutter, and it's only half a mistake you need to do. He picks it up well, though, Carroll.
Okay, well, that's where we're at. Over the triples goes Troy Carroll. Then we go back to bike number 3 there of Carmichael. Then it's back to Ben Jones on bike number 5 there in third place.
Troy Carroll, last lap signs coming up. Troy Carroll, can he hold him out? I think he will from here. It's been a big ride. The Honda rider, Troy Carroll. Carmichael is still second. They're getting out of the way and letting him go. Oh, and what about Carroll? He kicks up the heels, and he said, this one's mine. I've ridden for it all night. Troy Carroll making his way round on the Honda now, bike number 1. The checkered flag awaits him. He's going to win the final for the 125s. Troy Carroll, give him a big round of applause. A great effort there. He's turned it on for tonight.
Okay, race fans, race 20. It's the final, the 250cc grand finale. Looking at bike number 2, it is Castrol KTM, Craig Anderson. Bike number 8 from Victoria, Lee Hogan. On the Suzuki, another Victorian. Bike number 16, Cameron Taylor. Bike 13 is Troy Doran. Bike 6 out of Geelong, Stephen Andrews. Peter Melton on bike 1. Bike number 4, Suzuki rider Andrew McFarlane. And Kim Ashkenazi on bike 52, the MC Mart Honda. Here we go with it, 250 final action.
Here we go, and away we go, right from the middle. Oh, look at Hogan. Hogan gets away nicely on the inside, but no, it's Anderson. Anderson on the KTM. Anderson, he's been big in the air all night. Hogan's going to terrorise him, though. The 2 Suzukis are second or third, and we've lost one. We've lost one. Suzuki down already. Bike number 4 was it? And that's McFarlane. Oh, what a shame. McFarlane's been hot. He's been hot right through it out, but he's going to do it hard from there. 20 laps. He's got a long way to go. Anderson on the KTM out front. I tell you what, look at this. He's been doing that lap after lap, hour after hour.
He certainly has. Craig Anderson, Castrol KTM from the MC Mart Kawasaki mounted. Lee Hogan back to MSR Suzuki rider there, Cameron Taylor. Then Kim Ashkenazi on the MC Mart Honda. The Kawasaki boys starting to move up, but the man up front, Anderson over the triples.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about that, but I tell you who's making some big time in the air, that's Taylor. Oh, bike 16, he's done it again over the triples again. Down he comes, and on the little yellow Suzuki, watch him on the start as he gets right back on the bike. But up front, it's Anderson. You talk about a jumper. I tell you what, he's Olympic class, this guy. He's got the KTM fired up and set up beautifully. There he goes again. Lee Hogan tries to make it up in the air, but he's not doing the job at the moment.
Okay, well, out comes Anderson. You'll see, ladies and gentlemen, the team managers out here holding the messages out. The first lap message to Anderson was, you can do it. Lee Hogan, though, will be throwing out the challenge. He'll be working hard to come up on him.
Ashkenazi now is attacking on Taylor. So Ashkenazi has his move. Bike 52, right up behind. Taylor now as he makes his move. But we've seen Taylor hold plenty of pressure right throughout the night. I think he'll handle that lap after lap. Ashkenazi now makes an inside move, and will he get away with it? Yes, he does, but watch for Taylor comes back in the air. No, up front Hogan. Hogan's gone past Anderson.
Okay, well, Lee Hogan there, a very tight manoeuvre. Closed the gate there for Anderson, shaking the head he was, but it's a race for the dollars. It's a race for the win, and the man up front now with the clear vision on the MC Mart Kawasaki is Lee Hogan, but watch Anderson on the Castrol KTM. He'll be doing everything to catch him. Ashkenazi's moved up to third.
Ashkenazi in third place. I tell you what about Anderson on the burn here when they come up to the tabletop? Have a look at the angle he takes on that on the line. So Ashkenazi's done a good job. He's clearing out down to third place. And here's Doran now on bike 13. He makes a move on Suzuki too. Up front, Hogan. Here we go. Anderson. Oh, no, he blew it that time. Blew it that time. Now he's got to do all the work to get back there again.
Certainly does. He's got a lot of work now to catch up on Lee Hogan. Leaping Lee Hogan. The MC Mart Kawasaki leads the way. We've got one rider down over here. It looks like it might be Troy Doran. Looks like he might have winded himself. A big leap there from the Kawasaki. Catch him and check him is the message there going to Anderson. So it is Lee Hogan leading the way from Craig Anderson back to bike 52 of Ashkenazi.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, I'm surprised. Peter Melton so far back. Melton comes past me now. Green Kawasaki, bike number 1. He's got a lot of work to do if he's going to get into touch with even third place. But Hogan, now watch Anderson here. Anderson, a better line that time. That was a lot smoother from Anderson. And look at the ground he's made up by doing that. Hogan now. Hogan still leads on the Kawasaki. Anderson attacks him from the air. He's a member of the Air Force now, Anderson, as he comes back chasing. Hogan on bike number 8, the Kawasaki.
Yes, certainly winding him in a bit now is the KTM mounted machine. really working hard now, but it's Hogan who is doing it with style at the moment. Then we go back behind him to the number 2 machine of Anderson. Then we go back to Kim Ashkenazi on 52. Cameron Taylor, Peter Melton now starting to make a bit of a move.
Melton now flashes over our heads in the orange and black and white colours this time, wearing number 1. A lot of work to do. Laps are starting to count down now. Hogan and Anderson with a dead set dogfight on. Anderson lost some ground there as he hit the burn too high and got caught up with traffic.
Okay, well, the man who's doing it at the moment is Lee Hogan on bike number 8, the very fluoro Kawasaki Team MC Mark Kawasaki top gear. Then we go back a nice leap there from the KTM of Anderson, Castrol KTM. Then we go back to Kim Ashkenazi in a lonely old 3rd place.
Well, I tell you what, if you're going to say there's been a most successful mark here tonight so far, it's got to be the Kawasaki's. They've come on straight late in the night. I tell you that. The KTM's doing a great job. And really, there's nothing in the bikes these days. They're very evenly matched.
Yeah, certainly are. It all comes down to using the mind, getting the timing right, especially on Supercross. And the man who's got the timing all sorted out is on bike number 8, Lee Hogan, up over the triples.
And building a lead late, Lee Hogan now. Anderson struggling now to keep in touch. Hogan now got the length of the starters in front of him, and that's pretty handy. Has a quick look across. He knows exactly where he is. Hogan now hits the tabletop, comes over the top. Well, look at that. He's got 4.5 seconds, and that's a big lead.
Certainly is. He's got 4.5 seconds out on this very short indoor Supercross track. He's going to start to come up to some lap riders. Lee Hogan doing it at the moment with the most style I've seen from Lee Hogan in a while.
Yeah, but never, ever say you win. Oh, over the top, the KTM of Anderson. The second bike we've lost there in the last 2 races. Anderson went straight over the top, on the belly, fires it up, comes back, hits the hay bale. Oh, he's having a big night, Anderson. He's done the biscuit.
Well, he's still running in, he's in 3rd place now, because I think Steve Andrews is a lap down, so that shows just the lead that he had. But Peter Melton now right on the tail.
Yeah, Melton now will get a sniff. He'll get a sniff now. He's got so high in the air. Maybe having a few problems, Bill. Maybe he's just thinking, I can pick him up on the back part, the faster part of the circuit. Anderson, he'd be fired up, he'd be cranky. Here comes Melton now, and that's exactly what he did. Great tactics. He didn't keep the bike high up in the air. He made sure he just got his lines right and got the traction.
Okay, well, Lee Hogan now coming through. He's leading the way. Kim Ashkenazi's in 2nd, and Peter Melton now from a very poor start up to 3rd place. Then we go back behind him to the KTM of Anderson. There's Ashkenazi, a creditable 2nd place at the moment.
Ashkenazi in 2nd place on the Honda. Works his way round into the triple. There he goes. Nice jump. Comes down on the top. Just keeping it nice and tight and smooth now. Ashkenazi back from the States and back in business. But look at Hogan out in front. He's done a great job.
2 laps to go now as we see Lee Hogan out there doing it now, coming up to the lap riders. He's got to keep it smooth. They're spread right out. Waiting now for Hogan to come around.
Hogan now picking his way up to the tabletop. He'll just take it off the burn. Here he comes. Gets the power down. Doesn't want to get involved with anybody. Last lap. He's got this thing done. That's green Kawasaki. He's done it. He's done a terrific job. He said if he got the start, he was a chance. He didn't get the start. He had to work his way through to do that. So here he comes now. Lee Hogan in the purple, green and white colours on bike number 8, the Team Green Kawasaki. Here he comes. Hand goes up in the air. He's done it so easy. He's got time to think about it and takes the checkered flag. Lee Hogan's won it. Oh, what a sight. He's wrapped and he's just kicking the ground. He's kicking himself. He's saying, how good was that?